Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, I'm KingNido and welcome to Season 3 of the PokeType League VGC as we are once again kicking things off in the Holman region as it is the Sue Topless Aqua hosting the Lava Rouge Flare, and both these sides are looking to get their season off to a strong start, which the Flare are very familiar with, but the Aqua, who missed out on Victory Road last season, are trying to redeem that. So with that said, let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win this matchup. Will it be the water types? Will it be the fire types? Let's go!
3, 2, 1, go!
And it is going to be Barraskewda starting out with that Fury attack onto Salazzle, making its debut here in the PokeType League with this multi-hit move, connecting 3 times already onto the Poison Fire type, who has that Champions game experience. The recover from Wugtrio is going to fail though, because it is still at full strength. This allows Salazzle to go with that super effective Nuzzle onto the Water type, leaving it with that paralysis as well, trying to get a bit of speed control back for the Lava Rouge Flare, as it is Camerupt following it up with the super effective Electro Web, getting massive damage there onto both Wugtrio and Barraskewda and lowering both of their speeds in the process. This gives Salazzle the speed control, allowing it to go for the Aurora Veil. Not very effective though onto Barraskewda, but it does lower that physical attack. However, Barraskewda is going to respond with the Psy Shield Bash, super effective, putting Salazzle into knockout range, and if that attack hadn't been lowered, it may have been able to get the elimination, as the close combat follow-up from Camerupt is going to take Wugtrio out of this match. It lowers its own defensive stats in the process, but that is the first elimination of the season as the Lava Rouge Flare take the early lead, and out comes Bruxus in its place as Salazzle is going to meet it with the Chloroblast, and it is taken down on the word go with that one hit wonder. Super effective, but that recoil damage is going to take Salazzle out in the process. However, the Lava Rouge Flare are still maintaining that lead, but Barraskewda goes for the discharge. However, this is not going to affect Camerupt, allowing it to go with the roleplay. It's going to take that Propeller Tail from Barraskewda. They're getting rid of its own solid rock, as it is now going to be joined by Torkoal also making its debut, and we see Lumineon coming out for the Topless Aqua as that drought from Torkoal is going to turn that Sunlight harsh. Lumineon with the round immediately focusing in there onto Torkoal as the Aqua have that speed control back. The Hydro Steam, super effective one hit wonder onto Camerupt there by Barraskewda to level the playing field. As we get the minimize from Torkoal, it is going to greatly boost its evasiveness on the field. And it is going to be that Terrestrial Draftee, that well-baked body dash bun coming out for the Lava Rouge Flare, who has been in the PokeType League before back in Season 1, making its return here for the Fire type team. We'll see if it can embrace this type in this season, as it is going to go with the Sparkling Aria. This will hit everyone on the field, but fortunately Torkoal is able to avoid its own teammate's move, but it's not very effective on the water types. However, it does put Barraskewda into knockout range. The Pollen Puff from Lumineon, not very effective on to the Fire type Terramon, and the Noble Roar here from Barraskewda, focusing in on the dash button to lower that physical attack that is base 80, as well as lowering that special attack. Torkoal here with the stored power, trying to take out Barraskewda, and it is successful, putting the Lava Rouge Flare back in front. As now for the Aqua, it is going to be Clawitzer coming out onto the field. The attack order from dash button onto Lumineon, getting some good damage, but Lumineon is going to respond with the Nuzzle onto Torkoal. Doesn't do much damage, but it does leave it with that crucial paralysis, so it may be unable to move. Clawitzer looking to follow it up is going to go with the Overheat. This will be resisted, but it still puts Torkoal into knockout range, lowering its own special attack in the process, but Torkoal is chowing down on its berry. It is going to restore some health thanks to the citrus berry that it was having, and Torkoal responds with the Ancient Power onto Clawitzer, gets that critical play as well, and Dashbun follows it up with the Rock Wrecker onto Lumineon, getting in some really good damage there, but Lumineon does respond with the recover, immediately allowing it to restore some of that health that it just lost. Clawitzer now with the Hyper Voice. This is going to be avoided though by Torkoal. Gets in some good chip damage onto Dashbun, but Torkoal is unable to move due to its paralysis. Dashbun needs to do its part, but it has to recharge, and the Aqua can capitalize. Lumineon goes for the Growl. This is going to lower those physical attacks of the fire types. However, once again, Torkoal is able to get out of the way and avoid that move. The hammer arm though, bringing that hammer down onto Dashbun from Klawitz, and now it's lowering its speed as well, but Torkoal is able to shake off that paralysis, going with the fusion flare. This will be resisted by Luminion. Still gets in some really good damage thanks to that same type attack bonus as the harsh sunlight does fade. Dashbun with the belly drum, this will not be successful because it does not have enough health to do so, allowing Luminion to go with the bullet punch, practically doing nothing there to the fire type Dashbun Klawitz. So with the foul play though to try and take Torkoal out, but it does not do that much damage, allowing Torkoal to respond with the Mountain Gale, getting in some good chip damage with that not very effective move. Dashbun follows it up with the Pin Missile, slowing things down on the field with this multi-hit move. It needs to get all 5. It could add up to quite a lot of damage if it is successful. And it's got 4, and it will be a 5-time connection onto Luminion, who's chowing down on its own berry now that is going to boost that special defense a great deal. After taking those 5 connections, Luminion is going to go with a hammer arm of its own, but Torkoal is able to hang on, but barely, lowering its own speed does Luminion. Klawitz with the Sandstorm setup. This Sandstorm being kicked up is going to do damage to everybody on the field. No one is safe as the Water Pulse from Torkoal is heavily resisted by Luminion, putting it into knockout range, and it's also left it with that confusion that it will need to shake off as we see that Sandstorm starting to do damage to everybody on the field. Torkoal though may not be able to hang on. It is barely still in this match as we now see Klawitz having its own berry restoring its health as it had that citrus berry in this matchup. And here is Torkoal. It needs to hang on, but it is unable to. It has been eliminated by the Sandstorm setup by Klawitz. We are back to a level playing field as out comes Ninetales. This is the Cantonian Bear on the side of the Lava Ridge Flare. Goes for the flatter, boosting that special attack of Luminion, but it's already confused. That's a risky play as the Psycho Cut from Dashbun onto Klawitz. Here's the moment. Luminion needs to shake off this confusion or it may take itself out of this matchup. It's unsuccessful and it is eliminated due to that confusion. This does put the Lava Ridge Flare back in front. Klawitz, however, goes for the Iron Tail, but this is avoided by Ninetales. But Ninetales is unable to avoid that Sandstorm, as is everybody else. Still taking that chip damage. It does put Dashbun into knockout range, causing it to chow down on its own berry here. That is going to boost that special attack a great deal. And there's that Sandstorm doing some chip damage to Klawitz, who is now joined by Floatzel. Floatzel immediately going for the Moonlight, but similar to Wug Trio earlier, it is still at full strength, so this is going to fail. This allows Ninetales to go for the Water Shuriken. This is going to be resisted by Floatzel. It is a multi-hit move, and it only connects twice as well, but Dashbun looking to do its part. It is going to go for the Poison Sting, also targeting Floatzel here. Doesn't do much damage, allowing Klawitz to go for the low sweep. However, Dashbun is able to hang on, but it does have its speed lowered. But that Sandstorm is still in effect. Dashbun may be the next to fall, and again, this was set up by Klawitz. It will get that credit for the passive damage that levels the playing field because Dashbun has been eliminated from this match. In our starting game for the season, it is down to a 2v2 contest. The Flare are about to send out their final Pokemon. And it is Magcargo making its debut in the PokeType League VGC as Floatzel with the Ice Hammer. This is going to be resisted by Ninetales, and it does lower the speed of Floatzel as well. Ninetales may be able to take speed control as it does respond with the Shelter, so it is going to boost that physical defense a great deal. It is more of a specially defensive Pokemon as Klawitz. With the skill swap, it's going to take that Flame Body away from Magcargo, giving it the Mega Launcher, switching it between the two here on the field, so now they can safely touch Magcargo, who does go with that super effective Thunder Shock onto Floatzel, getting some great damage there as well. But Floatzel taking that super effective damage is going to activate that Enigma Berry, causing it to restore some of that health that it just lost, but it will lose some of that to this Sandstorm that is still raging over the field, making it a bit harder for these sides, but Magcargo does not have to worry about it as we get the Psy Shield Bash from Ninetales, puts Klawitz into knockout range, boosting its own defense in the process. Floatzel does respond with the defense curl. It's going to boost its physical defense as well. as Clawitzer is going to go for the Mountain Gale onto Makago. Not very effective whatsoever, heavily resisting it. It does respond with the Giga Drain as well. It is going to get itself back to full strength by taking all the remaining health from Floatzel, eliminating it from this match. The Lava Ridge Flare looking to get another season opener victory for the 3rd straight season in a row. As that Sandstorm subsides, Ninetales is going to go for the Psych Up. It's going to copy the stat changes of Clawitzer. Clawitzer needs to go for something big to take out these 2 fire types. It's going to go with the Stuff Cheeks, but it's already had its berry. That is going to fail. This opens the door for Makago to go with the Roost, but it is at full strength thanks to that Mega Drain. However, Ninetales still with the speed control does go for the Heart Swap. Keeps worrying about these stat changes that Clawitzer has taken, but Clawitzer is going to go with the Future Sight, focusing in on to Ninetales, foreseeing this attack, but Makago is coming in with the Hyper Voice to get the elimination, and again, the Lava Ridge Flare have won our season opener by taking down the Pseudopolis Aqua. And this is not the start that the Water types wanted, but the Flare, as we see after the first game, in the starting game of the season, the Flare are on top. But with that said, it is early stages, Nidorinos. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought the best was on field. And if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe. But more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.